being here at the Snow White Variety Show, the Pelham Memorial Drama Club's second production this year. Just a couple things. Please silence your cell phones, of course, and if anyone still has a pager, please silence that as well. We've been working really hard on this show, and it's really been a character study for the kids. And I think you'll see all of the distinct characteristics coming out in each one of them. And, I'm very proud of them. I'm very proud of the work that they've done, and I hope you enjoy. One other thing, there's not going to be an intermission. We're just going to go straight on through. So, yeah, sit back, relax, and enjoy the Snow White Variety Show.
Our guests are none other than the seven dwarfs themselves. That's right, they are in no particular order. Barley, Hattie, Wordy, Dirty, Weepy, Creepy, and Bob. But I must warn you up front, even these dwarfs tell the story a little differently. One's a bit poetic, while another's a bit country, another's rock and roll, and so goes on with the rest of them. So now, here to tell our tale, please help me welcome the first dwarf, who is a lover of literature. Please give it up for Wordy!
No, I pray you. Speak not of your thanks to me. What is I who should be thanking you?
So you're a poet, are you?
You speak the truth. Without poetry, I have neither wit, nor word, nor action, nor utterance, nor power of speech to stir men's blood.
Okay then. So tell us, how does this story begin?
It was deep upon a midwinter sea, when thus our story beginnest. For our noble queen was with child.
Oh my gracious, what pain is this that tortures my bones? A chair, my kingdom for a chair.
She took up a place at the window sill, looking out at the softly falling snow.
Hark, how soft and gentle the snowflakes fall upon the windows.
No, you're telling it all wrong.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our next guest, Rowdy.
Yeah.
Woo, 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 woo.
Thank you, Rowdy. Now tell us, how is Wordy's version of the story wrong?
The snow, man, it was midwinter. This wasn't some peaceful, sleepy snowfall. No, it was epic. It was a crazy blizzard.
Whoa, would you look at all the snow out there? I haven't seen so much snow in like all of forever. It's like a total snow apocalypse.
Now we're talking.
That's pretty cool.
That's because you heard it from me, Roddy, the dwarf who rocks.
Woo, 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 woo.
As I was saying, as the queen sat at the window to sell, she was pondering what name should be given to her unborn child. The one she knew who would grow up to be the next queen and the fairest beauty in the land.
Hippolyta, Bianca, Juliet.
No. She had to be thinking of better names than that. This girl's about to be a rock star, for crying out loud.
Miley, Madonna, Beyonce.
But she promptly tired of hearing such bohemian monikers.
Oh, what's in a name that we should call a rose? By any other would smell as sweet.
As the queen thought, she looked up from her sewing at the softly falling
Heavily falling
snow, and as the queen looked up from her sewing, she pricked her finger upon her needle.
Oh my!
and there was blood everywhere.
Oh my! Help! Help! Someone! Anyone! Please help me!
No, no, no. 'Twas but a single drop of her mother's blood that fell upon the snow.
Oh my!
Upon the dark red drop of blood, juxtaposed against the pure white snow, she finally knew what her unborn child's name would be.
Snow White.
Lovely, lovely, simply lovely, but I'm told we may end up on short time today. Sorry, no pun intended. So we must be moving along. Joining us now is a very intellectual, matter-of-fact dwarf who tells it like it is. Please help me welcome to the stage, Nerdy.
That's me.
Boring! Come on, admit it. You focus on the actual facts too much. Every story can be a documentary, like reality TV, you know.
So what if I happen to refer fiction? It's like she said. Nothing but facts here.
Whatever.
And the romantic, passionate, and sometimes dramatic, Weepy. Are you okay?
No.
I'm sorry, but what may I ask is the matter?
Oh, I know. She hates this part of the story.
For she is blessed with a heart 2 sizes too big. Weepy is so full of heart that she weeps at the slightest wrongs and weeps at the slightest joys.
I see. So tell us, why do you hate this part of the story so much?
It's just so sad. Snow White was finally born, but her mother tragically died of childbirth. I know, right? There was Snow White's father. He was so happy at the birth of his child, but yet he was grieving on the worst of griefs because the love of his life died on childbirth. There he was between sheer joy and utter sadness. Joy, sadness, and Snow White would have to grow up the mother, and the mother she would come to have dearly and did love dearly for the rest of her life, even though she never met her, and they were both so sad. But the king remarried, but he married the foulest, most awfulest, and wickedest woman that ever walked the earth, and Snow White, who's just the fairest and kindest soul, would have to go for that vile woman as her stepmother. Oh, it's just so sad. However, it wasn't that sad.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
As a matter of fact, it wasn't so sad at all.
How so? What makes Snow White's upbringing less tragic?
I know! She grew up to be beautiful! That's right.
She was beautiful. Ever so beautiful. Beautiful as a rainbow that beams upon the horizon after an afternoon rainstorm. As beautiful as a newborn sun that melts the frost on the first day of spring. As beautiful as
Okay. So she was beautiful. Go on. What was that like?
What was it like? Not much at first. I guess it was what it became.
You mean like a rivalry was born?
Oh yes, like a rivalry. Oh, what a rivalry it was.
So, what was that like? Can you tell us?
That's a good question. Very good. If I were pressed, I guess I'd have to say, like a beauty pageant.
And here they are, your finalists for Miss Fairest of them all, Snow White.
Woo!
Diabolically evil, wicked queen. Don't you forget it. And now in this final round, we will be asking both of our lovely finalists the same single question. Each will have 10 seconds to respond. Snow White, we'll begin with you. You are clearly very beautiful, beautiful beyond words. So fair are you that no one else compares. Snow White, your question. If there were one thing, anything at all, that you would give up your beauty for, what would that be?
That's easy. If I could exchange my beauty in exchange for anything, I would trade it for world peace. Alright. We have our turn. Now it's my turn. What's my question?
As I said before, I'll be asking both finalists the same single question. So, Evil Queen, if you can give up your beauty for anything at all, what would it be?
My beauty?
Yes, even.
What would I give it up for?
Yes, anything at all. What's more important to you than beauty?
I don't know.
5 seconds.
But that's an impossible question. It's more important than beauty.
2 seconds.
I would give it up for
And time.
ultimate power.
I'm sorry, your time's expired. And now, while the judges tally our scores. Looks like the scores have already been tallied. And to announce the winner of Miss Fairest of them all, please welcome to the stage the magic mirror.
sure she tells this part of the story so well.
Very well. The next dwarf is a bit of a mystery. She chooses to remain anonymous, so at her request, we concealed her identity. Please welcome Creepy to the stage. So we've just learned that Snow White is the fairest of them all. What happens next?
Well, honey, it was a night like almost any other night when evil is afoot. What I mean to say is, it was a dark and stormy night.
No. That's not enough. Weren't you listening? It was dark and stormy.
Blow winds and crack your cheeks. Rage, blow, you cataracts and hurricanes spout. You've drenched our steeples, drowned our cocks. You sulphurous and thought-executing fires, long couriers of oak-cleaving thunderbolts, singe my white head. And thou, all shaking thunder, smite flat the thick rotundity, o' the world. Crack nature's molds, for all Germans spill at once, that make an ungrateful man.
Yeah, what she said.
As I was saying, it was a dark and stormy night, and the evil queen had murderous plans.
How dare she? What right has she to win my crown and steal my thunder? No one deserves that. No one. And for all her just upon my claims to fierce land, that little wretch shall pay. Oh yes, she shall pay dearly.
And so the evil queen hatched an evil plot and called upon the most skilled of the most skilled assassin in all the kingdom.
Come hither, hunter.
Yes, my queen. And it's not Huntsman. It's James Huntsman.
The huntsman was famous and feared throughout the kingdom for his very particular set of skills. Skills he had acquired over a very, very long period. Skills that make him a nightmare for enemies of the king. The queen knew that when it came to offing her enemies, there was no one better. So she called for the huntsman and welcomed him into the family, or so to speak.
I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse.
What does her highness desire?
I need of your services. I need you to bring me a heart more foul, creature.
That I can do. There's neither no man nor monster that can escape me in the forest.
So I am told. Are you loyal to me, huntsman? Will you bring me the heart upon my request?
I give you my solemn vow. Name the creature, and I'll bring you its heart, my queen.
Snow White.
The princess?
The princess.
But I...
Do you protest?
No, my queen, I would never abut the princess.
Yes, the princess. You just gave me your solemn vow, huntsman. Promise me to bring her a heart. Now surely you, all my servants, know the consequences of rescinding a vow given by the queen.
Yes, my queen, I'll do as promised.
So the huntsman had no choice?
That's right. The queen tricked him into a vow he didn't realize he was making.
And one that he didn't have the heart to carry out.
Interesting. I want to hear more about that. But we must take a short break for more from our sponsors. When we come back, we'll hear from more wordy, nerdy, weepy, creepy, and rowdy, as we also welcome the final two dwarfs to tell their side of the story. More to come after these brief messages.
And you don't know it yet, but I hold the keys to your happily ever after. Are you ready to change your fortune? Are you ready to exchange those rags for riches? Well, you need to be in the house within market, and I'm here to show you how. That's right, with my techniques, you'll be huffing and puffing your way to house within riches in no time. My simple 10-step process will give you all the tools you need to start turning over properties left and right. Sign up for our upcoming seminar at bigbadhouseflippers.com and learn how you too can start flipping houses.
Hey there, I'm Rumpelstiltskin for Rumpelstiltskin's Gold Emporium, and in today's weakening economy, you need gold to protect yourself and your family from economic hardship. Don't lose all your hard-earned investments to falling markets. Wise investors are buying my gold at such record rates. It's a good thing I have so much gold to go around. I have so much gold, you'd think I'd spin straw into gold, and you'd be right. Here at Rumpelstiltskin's Gold Emporium, we have so much gold, we're practically giving it away. You heard that right. We're not just giving it away, we are practically giving it away. So if you come down to a Rumpelstiltskin market, we can make a deal for the low price of your firstborn child. So come on down to one of our locations and let's make a deal. Oh, and don't forget to bring your kids.
Welcome back with Real Talk Fairy Tale Legends. Joining us now oh, there's so many of you. Which one are you again?
Wait for it.
Knock, knock.
There it is. I knew it. This one never misses a chance to nail a knock-knock joke.
Who's there?
Bob.
That's it. I guess I should have known you weren't Howdy.
No. You're supposed to say.
All right, I got it. Bob who?
That's my name. Don't wear it out.
You are Bob, the goofy one, right?
I know you are, but what am I?
Please, of this silliness. Are you or are you not Bob?
To be or not to be?
Very well, Bob it is.
Yeah, Bob's your uncle.
So Bob, the Princess Snow White and the Huntsman, when we last left that story, you were just about to kill her, wasn't he?
Kill her? Nah, he didn't even know her. And what's more, he could barely even get her out of the castle. Look, here's how it all went down.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
So I just flew in from New York, you know, and now my arms are so tired. Anyone? Is this thing on? Anyway, so as I'm standing there waiting for a cab, I see this princess talking to this huntsman, and he says to her,
Yo, darling, wanna go into lawn with me? Sure, where are we going? Under there. Where? Under there. What? Under there. Under where?
But I don't get it.
he wanted to take her for a walk.
Yes, I know I got that much, but where was he taking her?
Under there.
Under where?
No. You got to tell it once, and that is more than enough. He wanted to take her into the dark and mysterious forest.
Come on, the forest awaits.
But the princess remained cautious. After all, she had seen enough horror flicks and monster movies to know that going into the dark and mysterious woods was a very bad idea.
But I can't. I mean, I really shouldn't. After all, it's so dark and spooky and mysterious. Such awful things can happen there. Haven't you seen any scary movies lately? No, I've been too busy hunting. You mean you haven't seen The Big Bad Wolf Man? No. How about Once Upon a Nightmare on Elm Street? No. The Texas Gingerbread Massacre? No. Not even The Bride of Rumpelstiltskin's time? No. Look, I go into the woods all the time.
Still, the huntsman wasn't saying much to ease the princess's fears.
But who knows what could be lurking out there? There could be lions, tigers, and bears.
Oh my.
I know, it's probably full of dangerous beasts.
But finally, the brave huntsman realized what he had to do, and he swept in and spoke to her like a true hero, a man with sensitivity.
Look, I know you're scared, but there's very beasts out there, and many should be feared. But you needn't worry. You're with me. I'll keep you safe, princess.
It's just what she needed to hear to calm her fears and win her trust.
So he convinced Snow White to go with him.
Oh, yes, he did. Too bad he was eating her to death. Oh, it's just so sad.
Oh my, it looks like we're going to need some time to compose our jokes here. So while we do that, let's bring on our final guest. Joining us now is the seventh and final dwarf. Please welcome to the stage the dwarf who's more than a bit country. Howdy! So I think he was just telling us the huntsman was leading Snow White away to her death.
Now wait just a goddamn moment there, Aubrey. You haven't heard my proud tale just yet, so don't you make any assumptions.
I'm sorry, but I don't know what you mean by that.
What I mean is, she ain't done for it just yet. But you're right about one thing. That there huntsman was leading Miss Snow White off into the wild blue yonder. But it ain't for no death sentence at all. No, it's more like two good niche cowfolk out there for a trail ride. For it's the first time in Miss Snow White's life that she's been out of the castle and away from the trap into the terrible stepma hers.
Bob Howdy, I tell you what, Huntsman, my life had never felt so free and easy as it does right now.
I tried telling you, there ain't nothing to fear in these woods.
That's not what I meant. I mean, you're right. Maybe I was scared at first, but that's only because I've never been in the forest before.
And that there Huntsman was just plain shocked to hear that she had never been in the forest before.
Wait a third moment. You need to tell me that you've never been in the forest before?
Even worse, I ain't never been out of the castle.
No.
Sure enough, but I've cooped up and narrowed that awful stepmom of mine ever since I can remember. And I've seen what it's like to be free of all that. I have a mindset to never go back.
Yeah. Now, about that.
What is it? Well, you got something to say, don't you?
Look, it's like, it's not that I don't want to. It's just I can't. I'm under orders, you see.
Whose orders?
Well, your dad, Glenn's stepmom, of course.
I see. So you're just gonna off me then?
Supposed to.
Supposed to? Well, are you or ain't you?
Supposed to. Look, I ain't gonna off ya. Nah, I just couldn't. I just don't know how to get out of this pickle.
You mean you ain't got no plan?
No, ma'am. And if I have nothing back to show for ya, I'm gonna be a heap in trouble.
Say you brought back that heart or something else. My stepmom don't know him as far from a monkey's uncle. You're a huntsman, aren't you? Go out there, hunt down any creature you can find, and bring back that heart.
By golly, that's perfect. Why did I think of that? I could just follow Gray Beast and tell the queen it was you. But what about you? You can't fend here on your own. It wouldn't be right.
Well, I suppose I'll make it one way or another.
No, ma'am. Just wouldn't be right.
No, you go on. I insist. You got me this far. I can take care of myself.
You sure about that?
I hear a doggone it.
Sounds like they don't have a choice.
Oh, they're gonna fix, that's for sure. But they had our option just yet. Just because Snow White was the fairest of them all, don't mean she's some pretty little thing. Nope, she had more metal in her than you might realize.
You just gotta give me some pointers for the hot faces wild yonder on my own, and I know I can handle whatever comes my way.
Certain about it?
I hear a doggone it.
And so the huntsman shared all his knowledge of that there forest and all the trials and tribunals the princess found after facing it. He told her all about the terrible beasts that lurk within the forest. The big bad wolves, the terrible trolls, and the wicked witches.
He gave her his bow and showed her how to shoot it. And he gave her his hunting knife and showed her how to use it.
And he gathered some logs and showed her how to make a fire. And he showed her how to be brave and fearless in the face of the unknown. And he taught her how to tell a killer knock-knock joke to free herself from danger.
Knock, knock. Who's there?
Quick!
Quick who?
Quick, look over there! Having taught Snow White all that he could, the princess and the huntsman parted ways.
Thank you, good sir, and goodbye.
Goodbye, my princess.
Parting is such a sweet sorrow.
Bravo, bravo. Give it up for our fairy tale players, everyone. It's time for another break, but when we come back, Snow White will be on her own in the dark and mysterious forest. Will she make it alive, or will the treacherous beast find her first? Find out after these short messages.
Somebody ate my porridge!
Somebody ate my porridge!
Somebody ate my porridge and it's all gone.
Someone sat in my chair!
Someone sat in my chair!
Someone sat in my chair and it broke to pieces. Have you been victimized, injured on the job? I'm the Red Riding Hood of the law firm, Granny Midas and Hood, and we're on your side. We're here to get you the compensation you need for all your unhappily ever afters.
While princessing my kingdom, I pricked my finger on the job and fell into 100-year slumber. Luckily, the law firm of Granny Midas and Hood got me the compensation I need for my lost time on the job.
When me and my sister were nearly kidnapped and almost eaten by an awful witch, Granny Midas and Hood were there to save the day.
They got us a settlement so big that we can buy a gingerbread house of our very own.
Aw, aren't they just adorable?
I got tired of everyone calling me an ugly duckling, so I went to Granny Midas and Hood for help. They filed a defamation and libel suit on my behalf and made everyone who slandered my name pay the price for their wrongdoing.
If you've been wrong, Granny Midas and Hood will work for you.
Granny Midas and Hood, they'll get you your cash whether you deserve it or not.
Welcome back. Now, when we last left the tale, the Huntsman returned to the castle and Snow White all alone. Isn't that right?
Yes. She was all on her own. She was all on her own. No one to protect her. In the dark, mysterious forest.
But wait, you're forgetting my favorite part of the story. One of the most awesomest parts of the tale. The Huntsman's part.
The part when he was all heroic?
He went full-on warrior action hero mode.
You see, Heidi, the huntsman had to slay a great beast and return its heart to the evil queen. So he searched far and wide until he came upon a great stag.
No, it wasn't a stag.
How would you know?
The Huntsman went off into the wild to slay a great beast, not some old stag.
Could have been any beast.
Blah, blah, blah. It wasn't just any old beast. It was a great beast. That's how I heard it, right from Snow White's lips.
Rowdy is right. It was a great beast. So there the huntsman was, all alone, dark, mysterious forest. When along came a boogeyman. It was like a nightmare.
No, it wasn't a boogeyman either. I'm telling you. The Huntsman went off into the wild to slay a great beast.
Me and that scream magic?
But no, that's too annoying.
Mayhaps it was a mythical cyclops from the ancient stories of yore.
No, that's too poetic.
Well, it was epic. I thought you, of all dwarves, would appreciate some epic poetry.
I like epic, but not poetry, and it wasn't a cyclops.
I know. It was a giant T-Rex. It was a T-Rex with tiny arms. It was a T-Rex with tiny arms that was angry because it couldn't scratch the itch on its chin.
No, that's too silly.
What was it then?
The great beast was none other than the great and powerful
Sasquatch!
No. Oh, sorry.
Ooh, Sasquatch! Now there's a mysterious monster story I can get behind.
No, it wasn't Sasquatch either.
The Jersey Devil?
No.
El Chupacabra?
No.
Nessie?
No, Nessie, really? Get with the program, people. This is a fairy tale after all. No, the great beast was much worse than Nessie, T-Rex, El Chupacabra, Sasquatch, all of those combined. This was none other than the great and legendary swamp ogre.
Okay, so what happened next?
Naturally, the brave and strong huntsman, being brave and strong and awesome, challenged the great beast.
Many experts agree, Heidi. This was a fight of the century.
And in this corner, the featherweight champion of the world, Huntsman. And in this corner, the monsterweight champion of the world, the ferocious swamp ogre. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble.
And they fought for what seemed like days. This was a battle for the ages. This was Tyson versus Holyfield. This was Patton versus Ramel. This was Yankees versus Red Sox. This was
Sherlock versus Moriarty.
So we meet at class, Professor. So it would seem, what happens next? Elementary, the last thing that would happen was me taking your heart to the queen.
The Hatfields versus McCoy!
Get off my land, you rat scoundrel.
This were my land of forward wherever you're, you Yellow Valley coward.
Grant versus Robert E. Lee!
I propose to fight out on this line if it takes all summer.
Rebel yell, ah!
Macbeth versus Macbeth.
Teeth had a stole. Thine head fell where last born, signifying becamest to fight the world.
Aye, but thy food hath been blessed upon my infected lungs.
You juggler, you cracker blossom.
Away, you woolly rope, away!
I will black myself to death with puppy-headed monster.
And yield, thy coward!
I will not yield.
Lay on, McDuff.
Punch versus Judy.
We're talking the most epic matchup of all time. Finally, the Huntsman gained the upper hand, taking control of the ogre with a dreaded half Nelson. And then, knowing he could put out such a great opponent, the Huntsman pulled out all his stops, turning his half Nelson into a full-on full Nelson on that big bad ogre.
Then what happened?
Well, the Huntsman, having an advantage, did what Huntsman do best. He took that ogre by the...
No, not in front of the kids.
Oh, right.
Let's just say he fulfilled his task with the queen and leave it at that.
Very well, stay tuned. When we come back, Snow White meets the territory. In the meantime, here's another word from our sponsors.
Hey there, I'm Jack Sprat. Now, who's that, you say? Oh, come on, I know you know who I am. Jack Sprat could eat no fat. Yeah, that's me. And the old saying's true. I never eat fat. Zero. Nada. Zilch. Some people. Not a single bit of it. Saturated fat? Trans fat? Nope. Bacon? Are you kidding me? And today, I'm here to share with you my amazing no-fat weight loss plan. That's right, folks. With my amazing no-fat weight loss plan, you too can live a life without fat. Some people say, how can I live without fat? Well, in my amazing no-fat weight loss plan, you get to eat candy all the time. You might wonder, why candy? Well, most candies contain 0 to no fat. 0, nada, zilch. And I eat candy all the time, and look how lean I am. So if you want to look like this, all you have to do is come and buy my complimentary Jack Sprat's cookbook, full of sugary sweet recipes that will get you looking like this. All you have to do is make one short phone call, and this can be yours.
You should consult your doctor before considering any weight loss plan. Jack Sprat's amazing no-fat weight loss program can cause some serious and some fatal side effects, including shakes, jitters, excessive smiling, hallucination, hyperactive disorders, lack of focus, lack of teeth, lack of limbs, and quite possibly prolonged excruciating death. This outcome is approved by our local sponsors and in no way reflects the views of this nation.
All this time.
The dark and mysterious woods.
Right, the dark and mysterious woods. So how did you all end up meeting her?
Well, it was simple, really. As she wandered through the woods.
The dark and mysterious woods.
Right. As she wandered through the dark and mysterious woods, she came upon our cottage.
And what, that's how you met?
No, not exactly. We weren't home at the time, so she, thinking the cottage was abandoned, let herself in.
Oh yes, I think I've heard this one. Now stop me if I'm wrong, but I'm certain this is how I heard it told. She broke into your house, ate all your food, broke all your chairs, and slept in all your beds. Then she woke to find 3 angry bears hanging over her. And the bears chased her away.
Now that would have been a classic. Exit pursued by a bear. Ha!
No, stop. That wasn't how it happened. You're thinking of that girl. The story with the little blonde girl.
Oh, okay then. Maybe I'm wrong, but you have to admit they're eerily similar.
True, but Snow White didn't destroy her home like that other girl destroyed the home of the bears. No, she didn't destroy it. Instead, she took our little fixer-upper of her cottage and turned it into a modern and classy showcase piece.
Today on this old cottage, we document the restoration of a 14-year-old German cottage. The cottage was found abandoned and completely disheveled. Snow White, can you tell us what kind of problems you found when you moved in here?
Oh, it's a wreck. The roof is leaking something awful, so we're gonna have to replace it completely. The plumbing is nowhere near code, so we're gonna have to strip that out and start all over again. Besides that, loads of cosmetic issues like the outdated flooring, rotten paint on the walls, and an extremely unflattering decor. But don't worry, we'll have to fix it in no time.
We know you will. And what improvements do you have in mind on top of all that?
We've got to restore all the countertops. I'm thinking marble, maybe granite. Then we'll upgrade the lighting so it's highly classical. And if you have time, we'll talk about landscaping too.
Okay, Snow White, I'll let you get back to sprucing up the place. In the meantime, back to you, Heidi.
Okay, thank you. Seems like we're getting off the track a bit here. So when you're getting to the part where you all meet the princess, which one of you can tell me about that?
Well, Heidi, it went a little something like this. Snow White had been there for what seemed like days, tidying and cleaning, cleaning and tidying. It was only a few hours, of course, but who's counting? Figure. When in walks the shortest pair of legs, she never lays eyes. It was a dwarf, of course, and one of the most mysterious dwarves you'll ever meet.
It was her.
Yeah, it was me. What's it to you? And stop being so conspicuous. You might blow my cover. Seeing as she had just broken into the joint, Snow White did what came naturally. She had. I had felt like I was being watched, so I cased the joint. Just as I was about to give up my search, Snow White came out of hiding.
Hello.
Whoa, where'd you come from?
I was hiding under the table.
Who are you?
Who are you?
I asked you first,
But I'm your guest.
but I live here.
But I'm your princess.
Princess guesses doesn't matter who you are. I don't give my name to strangers, especially not you. You go first.
No, you go. I insist. After all, it's courteous thing to do.
In other words, we were getting nowhere. Then, that's when there was a knock at the door. Knock, knock. Startled by the unexpected interruption of my interrogation, I turned and intervened.
Who's there?
Annie? I recognized the voice at once, sensing this someone at the door was attempting to crack a joke. I played along.
Annie who?
Anyone at home? But I wasn't born yesterday. I was pretty certain it was just Bob fooling around again, and I refused to play the fool. Naturally, I kept my cool under the trail.
State your business.
We're here to see a guy about a horse. I knew it was a joke, but I was all business.
All right, then, what's the password?
1, 2, 3, 4. It was the easiest password in the book. In fact, it was too easy. It was so easy that I never thought anyone would actually use it.
All right, come on in.
But of course, it wasn't just Bob there. No, it was all of us at the door.
We all came in.
And that's when we finally met the princess.
And what was your reaction to finding the princess there after she just barged into your house and made herself at home?
I thought it was awesome.
Like a dream come true. I thought it was a bit of a joke, personally.
It was more like fate or destiny. It was kismet, you might say.
It was still a bit suspicious, if you ask me.
Nah, it weren't anything more than a young gal just looking for a place to stay, so.
And what about you, Nerdy?
I'd say the same thing. It was all of those things. That's exactly how it was, in my opinion.
Very interesting. Okay, so go on. What happened next?
Well, while we were getting to know the princess, meanwhile, the evil queen was back at her castle.
And she knew the huntsman had pulled a fast one on her.
For the evil queen, all along, I believed the Huntsman's story to be true. But it was only once she beckoned her magic mirror.
Come hither, mirror.
And once he came to her. It was then that she realized the Huntsman hadn't been entirely truthful to her. And thus, once the encounter. Thus went the encounter.
What say, mirror?
What say you, my queen?
Tell me I'm beautiful, mirror.
You are fair, my queen.
But that was not enough to quell the queen's vanity. Thus, the queen quickly recited,
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? As it was when you last asked me, and as it shall be until her untimely end. The Princess Snow White is undoubtedly and unquestionably the fairest of them all, my queen.
And from that moment on, the evil queen vowed to end Snow White's life.
And what was her plan?
Simple. You should just give her a poison apple, of course.
A poison apple? And how does one make a poison apple?
I'm glad you asked. It's really simple, and especially so in the hands of a capable chef.
Good evening, my pretties, and welcome to Wicked Stepmother's Kitchen. Today we'll be learning to hand these little germs from knocking off your arch and off your feet. This is an arch I like to call the apple of my die. Now, for today's recipe, we'll start with your everyday run-of-the-mill apple, and when we're done with it, it'll be the deadliest apple you ever did see. Now, will you please welcome my solid assistant, Igor. Welcome, Igor. Now, first we have our main ingredient. Igor, you have the apple. Lovely. And did you bring the poison? Now, this is truly the simplest recipe of them all. All it takes is a little inspiration, ingenuity, and a tiny dash of revenge, and you'll have the deadliest fruit you ever did see. But before we start, there's a tiny Skillshare prep work that needs to be done beforehand. This apple needs to be completely dehydrated. After all, we want it to suck up all the poison it can get. So to start this, please welcome our guest, the Big Bad Wolf. Now, as I was saying, we need this apple to be completely dehydrated. So, Wolfie, do your thing. Thank you, Wolfie. Now, to make this recipe work, you will need the proper tools. Igor, as well as the proper ingredients. So, Igor, do you have the proper ingredients? Okay then. Thank you, Igor. Now all it takes is a tiny bit of poison. A dash of salt. Mix gently. And now you wait for 6 short hours while a little thirsty apple does its trick. Dang! Well, voila! The poisonous apple. Sure not gonna die your next gathering. Care for a taste, Igor? Join us next time when we learn the lost art of freshly baked gingerbread man and the enticing effects that it has on little children. Until next time, I'm Wicked Stepmother. See, good food means good for the dust, and you're watching Wicked Stepmother Step.
How juicy! I love it! As the longest thing stories like this, the storyline has just become denser.
What I think you mean to say is, the plot thickens.
Whatever. Stay tuned when we come back. The evil queen pays Snow White a visit with the poison apple.
Will she eat it?
Or else to give the queen the karate chop smash she deserves.
I'm sure what everyone is wondering is how will the princess ever survive and live happily ever after?
Will she ride off in sunset?
Oh, face, a line against her.
Will her story be believable?
Or better yet, hysterical?
All this and more when we come back.
Sunday. Blow up prices on all new and used carriages. This Sunday only at Cinderella's Automo's Magical Sales Extravaganza.
This Sunday only, get the latest town and country style carriage. Sale priced at only 80 gold pieces.
Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Hurry on in for one of the turn-of-the-century models with 2, 4, and all the way up to 6 horsepower. Sale priced only 60 gold coins.
Don't wait, these magical prices won't last long.
That's right, these prices won't last long. In fact, the magic disappears precisely at the stroke of midnight, so hurry on over for Cinderella's Magical Sales Extravaganza, where we make your new improved carriage dreams come true.
Welcome back. As we near the exciting conclusion of our tale, for those who are just tuning in, the Wicked Queen has just made the
poison apple.
That's right. Now she needed a disguise. Otherwise, Snow White would have recognized her immediately. And since she was selling fruit, what better disguise than the famous Carmen Miranda?
Alas, no. The masquerade was more convincing and classical.
That ain't no mask. This is the mask you wanna walk.
Oh, no. Her mask would have been more romantic.
Help me make the music of the night.
That's ridiculous. You can't be serious.
Seriously, anyone would see right through any of those disguises. What the evil queen really needed was something simple and unflattering. A disguise that wouldn't draw attention. Something sympathetic and weak. What she needed to disguise herself as a feeble old merchant woman. And then the evil queen knocked on the door.
Knock, knock. Who's there?
Owls.
Owls who?
You can say that again.
But wait, there's more.
Very funny. Now seriously, who's there?
Ivana.
Ivana who?
Ivana, come in. Open the door already.
You're not really Ivana, are you? Who's out there?
Orange.
Orange who?
Orange, you gonna let me in?
This ain't no laughing matter, for that's when the old crone strolled in like she owned the place.
I'm looking for the person in charge.
And seeing as we dwarves were working the mines and I had left Snow White to look out for the place.
That's right, I'm in charge here. What's it to you?
Let's just say I got a score to settle.
And that made Snow White just a bit nervous.
Just what type of score you reckon to settle?
An apple score.
An apple's core?
Nah, an apple score.
That's what I said, ain't it?
Nah, ain't it? See, I got these apples for sale. The best apples this side of Mississippi you've ever seen.
You follow? I follow.
But no one's taking a liking to these apples. I saw.
No one taking a liking to an apple? Seems downright hard to believe anyone might have turned out a good apple.
Something they have, man. Begging to play this. But I'm here to finally show them the error of their ways, so to speak. With me, I got the most delicious apple you ever did see. One taste, and you'll agree.
Well, and if it's apple tasting you want, it's apple tasting you get. Lay it on me, sister, do your worst.
And so the queen took 10 paces, turned and stared the princess down.
Draw!
And quicker than lightning, she tossed that there apple over to Snow White.
What happened next?
Well, that their princess proved herself to be as quick on the draw as that their evil queen. She took a bite of all that apple, quicker than you could say, "Oh, Suzette."
Oh, Sue! Man.
Go yourself.
Okay, so what happened next?
The apple was poison, remember?
Alright, so then what happened next?
Only the most awful and tragic thing you could possibly imagine. Snow White, our friend, our hero, the fairest of them all, died.
Right then and there.
You mean she died? Oh, she was really dead?
Oh yes, she was certainly dead. When we returned, I must add, I examined her, and she was not only merely dead, but
Tragically.
Dramatically.
Physically.
No, jokingly.
Darn tootingly.
Mysteriously.
really most sincerely dead.
Oh my, oh my. I never realized what a tearjerker this story was before.
Oh, it is. It's just dreadful. But you must remember, the story isn't over yet. There's still hope.
There is, how can there be hope in a time like this?
Oh, there's always hope. Just wait. You'll see.
Okay, when we come back, well, I guess there's always hoping. Here's for hoping for the best, right after these messages.
Tired of those same old tired hair care products that never work? Has the hair club for princesses completely let you down? Why fuss with all those other methods when you can just have hair like this?
Hi, I'm Rapunzel, and you might know me as a girl who has amazing hair. But just like any girl, I have a few tricks up my sleeves to keep me looking this amazing.
Introducing Rapunzel's incredible hair extensions.
With just one simple click, you could have hair worthy of a princess.
With Rapunzel's incredible hair extensions, now I can really let my hair down.
Why, hello, my lady.
So go ahead, girls. Let down your hair.
Rapunzel's incredible hair extensions. Call for yours today. 1-800-WOW-HAIR. That's
Cause of death?
Apple.
Apple?
Got that. Baby poisoned apple.
I see. Victim?
The bear. No.
That is.
The princess.
Her name for the official records.
Of course. Snow White.
No, it can't be.
It's true.
Oh my. Perpetrator?
Unknown.
No suspects?
Well, the evil stepmother is obviously believed, but we have no evidence to connect her to the crime. At this time, there are no clear suspects.
But who done it? It didn't really matter to her in that moment. Entranced the handsome prince.
Oh man, it was hilarious.
No, it was romantic.
What are you talking about? The prince is a total goofball.
Let them judge for themselves, I guess.
Good day, peasants.
Finally, Snow White's prince had come.
I've come to rescue the princess in distress.
Well, you're too late, I'm afraid.
Too late? Well, that's impossible. I always arrive just in time and conveniently make everything happily ever after.
See, goofball, still handsome and heroic, but the dwarfs were right. The princess was gone.
Sorry, Princey, but the princess is beyond saving. Too late, I'm afraid.
Nonsense. She's just sleeping. Perhaps a true love's kiss will break the curse.
But the handsome prince would not give up hope so easily.
Perhaps this glass slipper that I found glued to the palace stairs will awaken her. A perfect fit.
Told you so.
But the prince became distraught. Nothing he could do would awaken the princess.
I know.
What?
I know how to save her.
What do you mean?
The pea. The princess must be sleeping upon a pea. Help me find it. Aha! Here it is.
P? I'm not so sure that's what it was.
What is that anyway?
The pea.
No. That's just a bit of ball of fluff. And,
Probably just a dust bunny.
or belly button lint.
Yes, could be that too.
Where on earth did that come from?
From underneath your mattress, milady.
That's not what I meant. Now that I think of it, exactly what it's like.
Who cares where it comes from? The bottom line is that our stars have aligned, bringing us together as husband and wife.
And so the handsome and charming prince got down on one knee, pulled out his grandmother's engagement ring, and proposed.
Please say you'll marry me.
And they lived happily ever after?
Whoa.
Excuse me?
They lived happily ever after?
No, sorry, that's not how our story ends.
Wait, what? Isn't that how it all ends?
No.
But you're the romantic dwarf.
Yeah, so?
You mean to tell me she didn't say yes?
No, why would she marry somebody she just met? That's not romantic. That's creepy.
Yeah, real creepy. But he's a prince. And I mean he's handsome and charming.
And?
I mean, didn't he sweep her off her feet and ride off into the sunset?
No, how is that romantic? They barely know one another.
Didn't she marry the prince?
No.
But what about true love? What about happy ending? How can there be a fairy tale without a wedding?
Oh, we'll get to that. This story has true love, happy ending, and a wedding. Otherwise, why would I even be here?
And what about the evil queen? What happened to her and the kingdom Snow White left behind?
Oh, she'll take care of that part too. Oh man, does she ever take care of that queen? It's a pretty awesome ending.
Well,
What?
shall we?
Shall we what?
Tell her the ending, just like it really happened.
As it was, and as it shall be remembered for all eternity.
An ending to Snow White's story. The one that no one has ever heard before.
Full of twists, full of secrets.
Yes, the way it truly, really happened.
Yes, we should, we shall, we must, for all great poets speak truth through beauty. Isn't that what this story of the most beautiful of them all is really all about?
Yeah, sure. But all joking aside, we should tell it like it is. I mean, we'll be trying to fool anyway.
I say we tell the ending just like it really happened. After all, it is pretty awesome, right?
Yeah. And mysterious.
Yeah?
Yeah, and romantic.
Yeah?
Yeah, hilarious too.
And awesome. So shall we get to the awesome ending, the way it really happened?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
Awesome. Let's do this. Okay, so here goes. Take it away, Weepy.
So, once again, as I was saying,
The handsome and charming prince got down on one knee, pulled out his grandmother's engagement ring, and proposed.
Please say you'll marry me.
Excuse me?
Oh, come on. Let's cut all this. All this kneeling is making my knees hurt. I'm not used to kneeling.
Put a stop in it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our surprise guest, the one and only Princess Snow White.
It's Snow White.
Right, Her Majesty, the real Snow White, everyone.
What's going on here? Who are you? What's with the get-up?
Oh, hi. This is nothing. I'm not a princess in real life. I just play one on TV. But I love your work.
And what are you guys doing here? We're telling your story. Why? Inquiring minds want to know?
I'll tell you why. Because it's romantic, funny, mysterious, poetic, and folksy and true.
And awesome. Don't forget awesome.
It is like the tale of the century.
Very well, but that's not what I meant. What I meant was, why are the 7 of you telling my story? I should be the one telling it.
Aw, shucks, but we're having such a good time telling.
Very well, you can help me, but as long as I have to say.
As you wish, Your Majesty, as you would. Someone get the Queen a chair. Oh wait, unless you prefer a throne. That is, Your Majesty.
Not at all, and your chill do.
Oh my, it's true. She really is the fairest of them all.
Of course she is.
Thank you. Now, what do I do?
Just tell your story, sister. But no offense or anything, Your Highness. But if we could keep it brief, that'd be great. We're already over time.
Oh, what's the rush?
Surely you want the ending to be told properly.
No, seriously, we have to hurry this up.
Not a problem, Heidi. We can do this. There's a lot of story left to tell, but if you say we gotta tell fast, we can tell it fast. Take it away, Princess.
Very well, thank you. Now, where were we?
So, once again, as I was saying, the handsome and charming prince got down on one knee, pulled out his grandmother's engagement ring, and proposed.
Please say you'll marry me.
Oh, but I never had it. Snow White never had any intention of marrying that king. After all, she'd only just met him.
Yeah, ew, gross. Am I right? Am I right?
Ew. No, thank you. I mean, thank you for saving me and all. That was very kind of you. But, you just met. You can't marry someone I just met.
Of course you can. This is a fairy tale.
And that's not my happy ending.
It simply wasn't true love.
I'm sorry, but my heart meant for another.
So Snow White hightailed it out of there.
Later.
Aw, but what about me?
Take a hike!
And then they made their way directly to the castle to face the queen.
She fooled the guards and made her way into the castle, but she arrived there only in time to learn that she imprisoned the huntsman.
That's right, the huntsman was to be put to death that very afternoon.
Oh my, did she save him?
Shh! We're running out of time, remember?
Oh yes, continue.
I knew I just had to get in there and save the queen, and save the huntsman. So I knocked on the door. You bet she did.
Knock, knock. Who's there? The fair. Fair? We're not having fair.
Who's there, I say?
The fair.
That makes no sense at all.
Seriously, who names your kid the fair?
I'll ask you one more time.
Who's there?
The fair.
All right, fine. The fair who?
The fairest of them all.
There they were, just the princess and that there wicked queen.
So, still think you're the fairest of them all, do you?
That's right, I do.
Well, you gotta ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you, princess? You're darn right I do.
The queen rushed Snow White and they fought. And that's when Snow White totally outsmarted the evil queen.
Look, Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Where?
Yes. Nothing beats the T-Rex maneuver.
I was able to release the huntsman, but the queen called for the guards.
Guards, intruder in the castle.
The guards rushed Snow White and the huntsman, but the two friends held up the attack as best they could. It was an epic battle, one for the ages, and when it looked as all hope was lost...
No, stay away from not near it. Stay away.
It is often writ that time stops for no man, but in this chance encounter between a fair princess and an enchanted mirror, time slowed to a near halt. As the reflected glass brimmed upon its hood, teetering and tottering and teetering, the queen, with a nervous dread, swayed with it, to and fro and fro and to. And as it fell to the cold earth, the queen knew her kingdom fell with it.
No.
And that's all it took to defeat the evil queen.
But it wasn't quite over yet.
What are you doing? Don't just stand there. Get her.
But the mirror was broken, you see. The guard had been cursed by it all this time, held captive by the power of evil queen's mirror. Once the mirror was broken, the dark curse had been lifted.
And their true loyalties remained with the true heir to their throne.
My princess, we serve you and you alone truly are the fairest of them all.
What? No. No.
I'm the fairest.
Hush you. There's only one thing to be done about that.
Take her away. She'll live alone and forgotten in exile.
No. I'll get you my pretty new little hunting man too.
You're great! No, you were. You were really great.
How can you ever fight like that?
Oh, a little hunting man told me.
It was true love.
No one knows what happened to the evil queen, or she was never heard from again.
Snow White was crowned as queen the very next day.
In a bit of poetic justice, the huntsman, who was to be executed that very day, was given the honor of placing the crown upon her head.
She went on to become the most fairest queen he ever done see.
And the funniest.
And not long after that, she and the huntsman were wed. Oh my goodness. Oh, how I just love a good wedding.
Live happily ever after.
Here are your dwarves, your host, your announcer, and your real Snow White.